Hello, and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of, let me check, September 8th, 2021. My video's a little late this week. I was feeling under the weather. I had a sore throat and a runny nose and all that fun stuff. Kids had it as well. So we all had to go down and get COVID tested. We all tested COVID negative, so that's good. Yeah, so I'm running a little late on my video this week. I actually didn't even pick up my books until Thursday. But yeah, so let's get right into it though, because it's a decent sized week. First up, we have Batman number 112. This is starting the Fear State, or this is continuing, I should say, the Fear State stuff that was started with that Fear State Alpha that came out. I'm not even caught up with Batman. I have no idea what's going on. I need to get caught up. I did, while I was, under the weather, knock out a handful of books, but not a significant amount of books. I've knocked out enough maybe to put this pile into the box with some space. So we'll see. But I'm slowly chipping away. I'm going to keep doing that. I have a stack that I want to finish up at least today. But let's continue. Next up, we have a Batman Catwoman number 7. Liam Sharp's in this one, so I'm super stoked for the art. But yeah, love Tom King, Batcat. It's great. Just continuation of the stuff that he was writing about in the Batman series itself. And if you're not reading it, you should. Next up is a limited series, new number 1, and that's from DC, Black Manta, number 1 of 6. I'm gonna give this first issue a try, see if it's any good. I've been enjoying, for the most part, most of the miniseries that have been coming out. Yeah, it's a nice way to kind of, have a character that you might not have talked about in a while, have their own story, and they don't necessarily need an ongoing commitment. And people can decide if they want to check it out, but I'm going to check out Black Manta. Next up is Blue and Gold, number 2 of 8. Now, I would have checked this out regardless, and this shouldn't be a limited series. It should be ongoing because it's Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. Yeah, we have one issue in the can, and I did read it, and it's good, and you should be buying Blue and Gold. Next up is another limited series, and that's Crushing Lobo, number 4 of 8. I've been enjoying the story so far. It's pretty cool. It's a very shitty parent. A kid has a shitty parent, and Lobo is probably the shittiest parent. So yeah, definitely something that is funny and does lead to some antics, especially with Lobo's character and who he is. So yeah, check it out. Next up is DC The Conjuring The Lover, and this is number 4 of 5. I got caught up with this series. I enjoyed the first issue. I've enjoyed they're just nice little quick horror stories that are really decent, and I enjoy it. So if you like horror, check out that one. Next up is a new one from Vault Comics, and it's called Deadbox number 1. The reason why I decided to pick this one up is because it's written by Mark Russell. So I like Mark Russell and his stuff, and so I'm going to check out Deadbox number 1. If you don't really know about Mark Russell, I do highly recommend checking out the Flintstones that he wrote for DC a few years ago. They are releasing like an actual, I think, deluxe collection hardcover of all of it. It ran for 12 issues. It's really good. I would really like to see it in the Trump landscape, but I think it was just before Trump that we got it. But it's definitely hits the nail on the head for some of the stuff, like political satire and just satire of like modern society in general. So Mark Russell's really great at that stuff, and you should check it out. Next up, we have Green Lantern number 6. I'm not caught up. I need to get caught up. I enjoyed the first 2 issues, I think, that I read, but I'm definitely behind. I have a stack of stuff again. Gotta get through it. And a bunch of titles had an issue and an annual today, so it's this week, so it's really weird. But Green Lantern, the 2021 annual number 1 came out. So yeah, be on the lookout for that too. I'll get caught up. Next up is Infinite Frontier, number 6 of 6. This finishes off the series. I am probably going to sit down to read this now that I have all of it. I had read the first 2 issues, really enjoyed it. So I need to sit down and read the Secret Files as well as 3 through 6. But I loved what was going on so far. Joshua Williamson is doing a fantastic job, and I cannot wait to see what he has in store. Next up, we have Joker Presents a Puzzle Box. This is number 2. I mean, the first one was okay. I'm not sure where it's going to go, but We'll see. Next up is Justice League Infinity number 3. Haven't even started. Seriously, I haven't started. I picked up issue 1. Haven't even started. It's based on the TV show stuff, so I would say that it's in that vein. It's probably in the same vein as like the Batman Adventure stuff. So I'm most likely gonna like it. Next up is a new number 1 from Dark Horse. It's a 6-issue series, and it's called The Last Flight Out. I went ahead and read this before recording because last call for orders I normally check on Fridays, and I had to basically decide if I wanted to keep getting this series. So needless to say, I decided to keep getting the series. It's a really cool premise. You know, it's really just set up like an action. It kind of has that, like, I think it's Jurassic Park 2 or 3 where they go get the kids on the island. It's kind of that feel, but it's basically scientist guy has a daughter that needs to go get saved. That world's gonna end. Climate change is real, and there are these arc things that are leaving, and they have a window of time that they have to launch, and he has 24 hours to get his daughter. Really, really good premise. I think the thing that really sold me on it, besides the premise and that it's not bad, it's really well written. Yeah, it's by Mark Guggenheim. Art is really well done by Eduardo Forgato. I think what sold me was, and I don't remember her name, but there's a character in this right here who is a spitting, they are definitely going to cast, what's her name from, oh God, I'm horrible with names, but she's from The Expanse. She plays the leader lady, has the rough voice. She's amazing. I cannot remember her name for the life right now. Leave it in the comment section below, please. But that sold me. Like, if they do a TV show or a movie, she's cast in it, I'm fine. I'll watch it. Awesome. But I enjoy the story. It's really good, so check it out. That's the last flight out. Yeah, or just last flight out, yeah. Next one is a new number 1 from Jeff Lemire, and I believe Andrea Sorrentino, if I am not mistaken. No, just Jeff Lemire. Yeah, it's just another one of Jeff Lemire's books, and that's called Mazebook, number 1 from Dark Horse. Yeah, it's Jeff Lemire. I'm gonna check out his stuff. Like, his stuff is awesome. Yeah. Next up is the one from Scotty Young, and that's The Me You Love in the Dark, number 2. Issue 1 was really good. You need to check it out. It was really, really good. So I can't wait to dive into issue 2. Next up is James Tynion, the 4th, Nice House on the Lake, number 4. It'd be nice if I could sit down and have time to read 4 issues, but I'll get to it eventually. I hear it's really good. Next up is another Mark Russell, and this is from AWA Upshot, or Just Upshot, Not All Robots, number 2. The first one was great. I cannot wait to dive into the next one. Art is by Mike Deodato Jr. Oh, man, really amazing. Next up is Ordinary Gods. Issue 1 was good. I haven't read issue 2, and this is issue 3. So it gets put in order, and I sit and read it. But it's been nice to kind of read chunks of things. Get kind of a bigger chunk of the story instead of kind of a little one here and there. But I do understand that I can't let it get crazy like this, so I got to get this thing down. Next up, we have Second Coming, Only Begotten Son, number 4. Again, another, who is this? Oh wait, another Mark Russell book. Yeah, you should get it. They're good. Next up, we have Sensational Wonder Woman, number 7. This one just looks really, really trippy, so we'll see. But I've been enjoying it. It's nice, short Wonder Woman stories. Next up is Star Wars Adventures, number 9. My son reads these. He enjoys them, so, hey. Next up, we have Suicide Squad, number 7. Ambush Bug apparently is joining the Suicide Squad. I need to get caught up to see how we got to this point where Ambush Bug is joining the Suicide Squad. And then, of course, we have the Suicide Squad 2021 annual number 1. Like I said, there was other titles that had the annual out as well. And yeah, it's more Suicide Squad. And then another Suicide Squad book, but this is the Black Label book, Suicide Squad Get Joker by Brian Azzarello, right? Yep. And yeah, I read the first issue. It was good. I enjoyed it. I try to read at least the Black Label books quickly, because those go in a specific box. Just getting full, man, of Black Label books. And last on my pull list, and I think I was supposed to get another book, but it might have been shorted, but I'm not too sure on that. But the last one is Swamp Thing, 7 of 10. Ram V has done a fantastic job with what I've read. It's a really, really good series from what I've read, but I need to sit down and get caught up with it. And yeah, so that's it for my pull list. Those are the books that I brought home that I'm reading. I did grab some variant covers this week. I'll get those ready for you guys. Here, let me just do a little organization, because I don't want things falling. I got piles upon piles going on. Like, it looks maybe nice in the background, and so you think everything else must be nice, but no, this is all chaos where you cannot see down below. But also down below you see comments, so you wouldn't really see that. Bad joke. Anyway, variant covers. First up, we have a Batman 112. We got one of Scarecrow's new outfit there. And of course, we have, I think these are like the video game homage covers, but I believe they're like 1 in 25s. So I grabbed this one because I thought it looked pretty cool. Jim Lee had a Batcat 7 cover, so I snagged that one up. And of course, we had another one for Batcat, so I had to pick it up. Blue and Gold number 2 had a Suicide Squad variant, so I picked that one up as well. And of course, Jen Bartel did a really cool Crush cover for issue 4, so I snagged that one up. I don't know who this is, DNA, or it's Solo DNA or something. Did a really cool Green Lantern annual variant, so I picked that one up. The Joker Presents Puzzle Box number 2 had a variant with Harley, so of course I picked it up. That's what it was. I think Andres Sorrentino did the variant for Mazebook, so I grabbed that up as well. We had a nice variant for Sensational Wonder Woman number 7. Ambush Bug, of course, is center stage again in the variant for Suicide Squad number 7. And of course, we have Superboy going against Superboy in the Suicide Squad annual variant that I picked up. And then, of course, there was a variant for Suicide Squad Get Joker, so I had to grab that one up as well. And last 2 on the list was Swamp Thing number 7. Had an awesome variant cover there. And this is a variant, but it's technically a second print. The Superman Son of Kal-El, they had a second print on issue 1 that I thought it was really cool, so I snagged that one up. And yeah, because I liked it. But that doesn't go in that order. That goes before Swamp Thing. So that's it for the variant covers and such. I did get some graphic novels this week. There is a new DC Superhero Girls book called Ghosting out for those little kids in your life, especially girls that like it. And if boys like it, they can get it too. But my daughter likes it, so I snagged this one up. My niece also likes it, so I got her a copy as well. But that's DC Superheroes Ghosting. We had a Black Label hardcover come out. This one's from Kim Garcia. That's the Joker Harley Criminal Sanity hardcover, so I snagged that one up. It's nice to have the hardcovers of these because they fit nicely in a nice pile, and I get this. If you look right here, all of these ones right here are the books that are the magazine size. So I have a decent collection of those starting, so at least it's not just one on my shelf, making everything look weird. I'm going to try a book out from that Dark Horse is reprinting the books from Unique Studios, and that's the Malika Warrior Queen. This is volume 1. Yeah, I'm going to give this a try. It looked really, really interesting. The art's not bad, and so I'm really curious to see what this is all entails. So yeah, so sometimes it's nice to just break out and see what else is new. I've been doing that a little bit more, I think, because over COVID I was doing the Kickstarter stuff, and I haven't really been disappointed with any of the Kickstarters that I've backed. I did finish reading the Wacomo, which was really, really good. I enjoyed it. And was there another one I finished? Or I'm working on Brendel currently, and I liked that one as well. So yeah, so they've been good, and I've been enjoying them, but I am picky about which ones I get. But that's led me to be a little more open in getting stuff that is coming out through other publishers, like Dark Horse. Dark Horse has a tendency to back things that are pretty good, so I'm going to give this a try. And finally, on the wonderful graphic novel list is a giant library edition for the Stranger Things stuff. Jody Houser's been doing a great job at expanding the Stranger Things universe in comic books. And I've picked those up in miniseries, read them, and so I get rid of the miniseries because I like it, but I don't want it that much. But I do like to have these library editions. They're really, really nice. Dark Horse does an amazing job. The one thing I'm weirded out about, though, and I probably should like tweet at Dark Horse about this, is at their top right here, it says featuring 4 exciting and perilous adventures, right? That's great, but it only mentions 2 of them, which is The Other Side, which is the original, and then this one is Science Camp, which is another one. There's no mention of another 2 titles of the miniseries. So I'm not sure if that's a printing error or what, but I should message Dark Horse, or do at Dark Horse at least on Twitter, and say, hey guys, was this intentional, or is this considering that you're coming out with a 2nd volume pretty soon, and it's just 2 volumes that you put this, I don't know. Anyway, it's a nice library edition. It's big, it's oversized, it's basically like it's like an absolute size almost. And it's $40, so it's a fair amount for what you get. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. I did get a little bit further, or before I got sick, I was getting through Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy at a fairly decent click. It's good, it's interesting. I'm probably going to get to the end of the 2nd book, Restaurant at the End of the Universe, in here, and take a break, even though I technically already taken a break. Because I kind of want to hit some other books and get some other books read up. It's great that this is, you know, collected this way, but it's a lot of material, and honestly, it's a bitch to carry it. I think I found like my limit for page count on books that I carry with me on a constant basis. I think it's like 600. I think that's my limit. It's a little over 600 I can handle, but this is over 800, so I'm like, yeah, no, that extra 200 pages just doesn't work for me. But yeah, so I ordered a handful of books. I have a few on my shelf that I need to decide to pick out, but I'm probably gonna have an updated thing on my Goodreads, so I think my Goodreads is connected in the description below. But yeah, you can follow what I'm reading there, especially with like what I've read graphic novel wise, what I'm currently reading book wise. I don't really put what I'm currently reading graphic novel wise because I normally just pick up a graphic novel, read it, and I'm done. So yeah, but that's it for this week. Yeah, just had an odd week of, started out like, so it's a 3-day weekend and started to feel on Monday, and then Tuesday just ugh, and then I'm starting to feel better, but you know, you have to go through the COVID testing now and all that stuff. So, you know, we all tested negative. That's a good thing. And yeah, feels good. So, but I'll be back at work tomorrow and Sunday, and then back at the normal day job on Monday. And then next week should hopefully be some semblance of a normal week. But thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you want, leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know who that actress is who I butchered like horribly and forgot her name, but I know she's on The Expanse and I know she's awesome. And her voice is awesome. And yeah, pick up Last Flight Out because it's really good. And you can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We recorded episode 515, which was our Shang-Chi movie review. I did not actually say much on the episode since I did not get to see Shang-Chi on the opening weekend, which is the first time since Iron Man that I have not watched a Marvel movie on opening weekend. Yeah, that's just what happens when Disney decides to just put the movie out in theaters instead of Disney Plus, and basically isolates people that are still trying to stay safe and not spread the Delta variant as much. I understand movie theaters need people to go, but since I have 2 little kids at home, I don't really want to put myself in an environment where potentially I am sitting with the same people. You know, no. Not to mention, I don't want to wear a mask when I watch a movie because, hold on, it'll fog up my glasses. It sucks. So, yeah. I hope if you watched Shang-Chi, you enjoyed it. I did listen to some of the spoilers on the thing, but I'm not completely spoiled, so I will watch it eventually. If it's on Disney Plus in 45 days for free, I'll watch it. If not, I will pick it up on Blu-ray and watch it in 60 days when it's available on Blu-ray. Because apparently also Black Widow is out, I think, Tuesday, and this coming Tuesday, and what is it? Yeah, Suicide Squad, I think, is up Friday of next week. So go get your movies at you know, your local Target or wherever. I mean, where do they sell Blu-rays anymore? I mean, I remember buying them all the time, but yeah, just stick to those ones, those comic ones. I did watch a really, really good movie last night, News of the World with Tom Hanks. It was very well done. I liked it. A soundtrack was really, really good. Makes me want to pick up the book and read it. I tried looking at the book, and of course, it's printed in a size that I hate, which is the smaller than trade paperbacks. So there's trade paperback size, and this is me being completely and utterly anal. So we have books like I have this one here, this is you know, Neil Gaiman's View from a Cheap Seats, and I like this size. It's a good size. I think this is the 5 and something by 8. I like this, or like, yeah, by 8. I like this size. It's good. The size I'm not the hugest fan of is when you start to get into little weird digest sizes like this, which is, I think, like look at that. It's not even it's like 7 something. And it's not even like 8 tall. It's like 6 something or just 7. News of the World, the book is in that weird size, and I'm like, no, it's so annoying. I really wish they had a standard. I know I'm doing this not watching you guys. I'm talking the whole time, but hey, what can you do? I really wish they had a standard size for trade paperbacks, but what can you do? But we'll see there, if I do end up checking out that book. If any of you have read it, let me know. I really, really enjoyed the movie. So, yeah. What else? You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees and getting products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It does help out immensely, and it keeps me buried in this sea of pictures and words. It's a fun sea to be in. You can help me out a little more directly. Any of the Amazon links here or at conspiratorbrock.com that I link to any of the stuff that is you see on the video or is on my pull list. You can grab that. I get a little Amazon money. Thank you for that. Or you can head over to my eBay page where I'm constantly purging out stuff. I have a couple titles that I need to get up there. I have a little stack forming right here of stuff that I need to put up. But yeah, you can just check that stuff out there. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager. And yeah, I need to get this up. I'm tired. It's Friday. I hope everyone has a great weekend. And I will see you guys next week.